Good morning, students. Today, let us see structured query language. I am Dr. A.K. Jaithunbi, Associate Professor from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMD Engineering College, Kavarapattai. SQL data definition. Structured query language is a database query language used to create, access, and manipulate data and structure in relational database management system. SQL is first commercial language introduced for EF coarse relational model of database. Examples of RDBMS include MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL Server, MS Access, etc. The various SQL sublanguages are DDL, Data Definition Language, DML, Data Manipulation Language, TCL, Transaction Control Language, DCL, Data Control Language. Now, let us see the data types in SQL. So, we have char of n, fixed length character string with the user specified length n, varchar of n, variable length character strings with user specified maximum length n, int, integer, then small int, then numeric. Right? So here numeric is having two parameters p comma d, fixed point number with the user specified position of p digits with d digits to the right of the decimal point. Okay, real double precision, float of n, then date. Date will be having three divisions, year, month, and day. Okay, then time. Right, the time of day in hours, minutes, and seconds. Then timestamp. It is a combination of date and time. Constraints. Constraints are part of the table definition that limits and restrictions on the value entered to its columns. There are different types of constraints. Primary key constraints, foreign key references or integrity constraints, check, unique, not null, and default. Primary key constraints. A primary key is a unique field of the table. It does not allow duplicate and null values. A primary key is a column in a relational database table that is distinctive for each record. Okay, so let us see the table. We have roll number, name, age, and GPA, right? So find the primary key for the given table. So what is a primary key here, which is unique? Roll number. Now primary key constraints. So we are creating a table, right? So we are saying that E number is a primary key, and then we are creating, right? Then we have E name, salary, address, department number, right? So now I'm going to insert the values into the employee, right? So what will happen is, using comma operator, I'm inserting two set of rows. Now two rows are created, and let us display the values using select star from customer. So we get E number, E name, salary, and city. Now I'm going to insert once again 1001. Now here E number is primary key, so it is showing an error. Right, I'm going to give null value, so it cannot be null, okay, because I have given that. So I have given that your E number as primary key, right? And it should not be null also. Then unique key constraints. A unique key does not allow duplicate values, but it accepts null values. A table can have more than one unique key. A unique key is a set of one or more than one fields or columns of a table that uniquely identify a record in a database table. Find the unique key for the given table, right? So we have ID number, name, age, and phone, right? So which is unique key? So you can find ID number as a unique key, right? So I say that E number is unique, right? So I insert the value. Now 1001, 1002 is inserted. If suppose I want to repeat 1001, it is showing that it is a duplicate entry, right? But we can insert a null value, right? But we can insert null value. Now default constraints. The default constraint is used to set a default value for a column. The default value will be added to all new records if no other value is specified, right? Now create table M. So we have num of integer data type, the name of varchar 20, bonus int default is 5000. So I'm going to insert the value, right? If suppose I give 10,000, the bonus will be changed to 10,000. If suppose I'm not giving any bonus value, the default value will be 5,000. Check constraints. Check constraint is used to check the values for a specific attribute at the time of insertion. If check constraint is violated, the record is not allowed to be inserted. MySQL does not support check constraint. They are just ignored. Right? So now here I check whether salary is greater than 5,000. Right? If I give less value, it will not accept. Right? So that is your check constraint. We give the condition. Not null constraints. It does not allow the attribute value to be null. So we cannot give null value. So it is saying that after creating the table, if you say not null, and if you are saying inserting null, it will not accept. Foreign key constraints. A foreign key is a field or a collection of fields in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. The table with the foreign key is called the child table, and the table with the the table with the foreign key is called the child table, and the table with the primary key is called the reference or the parent table. The foreign key constraint is used to prevent actions that would destroy links between tables. Right, so let us see, we have persons table and orders table. So we place the order, we have order id, order number, and which person is placing the order. Okay, we have person id, n, that is a person can order n number of things, right? So in your persons table you have person id, it is unique, then last name and first name. Now you see the create table syntax, create table orders, order ID in not null primary key, order number in non null. Now person ID is what? It is foreign key references to persons of person ID. Now person ID column in the persons table is a primary key in the persons table, but the person ID column in the orders table is a foreign key in the orders table. The foreign key constraint prevents invalid data from being inserted into the foreign key column because it has to be one of the values contained in the parent table. Now constraints, right? Now creation of parent table with the primary key. So I have create table first, right? So I have R number int primary key, name varchar of 20, marks of int. Now I'm creating a child key. Create table second, register number int, contact int. Then we have foreign key, register number, references the first of reference number. Okay. Now inserting records into the parent table. So first what you should do is you should insert into the first record. Right, so it is saying that select star from first. I'm having 101, 102 and 103. Okay, now I'm going to insert in the child, right? So I have 101, 102, right? So here already I have in my parent table 101, 102, okay, and 103. I can insert now only 101, 102, 103 because I have here foreign key, register number, references, first number. Right, so now here in the second table I cannot insert 105 because it is not available in the parent table. Okay, now deleting a record from the parent table. So delete from first where R number equal to 101. Cannot delete or update a parent row because there is foreign key constraint. First you should delete in your second and then you are supposed to come and delete in your first. So after deleting from second 101 only you can delete from the first. Now let us come to the language. Data definition language statements are used to define and modify the database structure or schema. The SQL data definition language allows specification of not only a set of relations but also information about each relation, including the schema for each relation, the domain of values associated with each attribute. Some examples are create, to create database objects, alter, alters the structure of the database, drop, delete objects from the database, truncate, remove all records from a table but the table still exists, rename, rename an object. Right, so data definition language. The SQL command for creating an empty table has the following form. So create table, table name, then column 1 data type, column 2 data type. If there is any integrity constraints also you can mention. The create table statement for emp. So create table emp number is of integer data type, e name is varchar 30 and salary is float. So to delete the table, I'm using drop table. Okay, then table name. The following command will drop the table from the database. Right, then alter table. Alter table command is used to add, modify or drop attributes or columns from the table. So alter table, table name, add or modify column name 1 data type. Then it goes to till column number n. Then if you want to alter table, table name, drop column name. Okay, so in the first example it adds a column to the table. So alter table emp, add year varchar of 3. Now in the second one I'm modifying the column name. Alter table emp, modify year varchar of 4. So you have added varchar 3, it is wrong. I should have 4 character there, so I'm giving 4. Then alter table emp, drop year. I'm deleting that respective column year from the table. Truncate. The truncate table command deletes the rows in the table but retains a table structure. Okay. So it will delete the content alone. The table will be retained. Data manipulation language. The select clause is used to select a particular or all attributes from the relation. So select attribute list, or if you want all the attributes, give star from the table based on some condition. So I'm giving select star from emp where emp number is 1000, or I can give select only emp number and name from the employee table. Data manipulation language, insert command. So insert command is to insert the value in a table after creating it. Update command. Update command is used to modify the attribute values of one or more selected tuples. It includes a where clause to select the tuples to be modified from a single relation. So update table name, set the respective col1 value to respective val1 depending on the condition. So you are updating the emp, right? You are setting the salary as 12,000 whose employee number is 1,000. Delete command. The delete command removes tuples from a relation. It includes a where clause to select the tuples to be deleted. Delete from table name where attribute name is equal to value. Right? So you are giving within single quotes. Otherwise without single quotes. Delete from emp where e name is Anita. Transaction control language. These are there are following commands used to control transactions. Commit to save the changes, rollback to roll back the changes, save point creates point within groups of transactions in which to roll back, set transaction places a name on a transaction. Transaction control commands are only used with the DML commands insert, update and delete one. They cannot be used while creating the tables or dropping them because these operations are automatically committed in the database. I repeat once again, you have commit, rollback, save point and then set transaction. The commit command is a transactional command used to save changes invoked by a transaction to the database. The commit command saves all transactions to the database since the last commit or rollback command. Syntax is commit. The rollback command is a transactional command used to undo transactions that have not already been saved to the database. The rollback command can only be used to undo transaction since the last commit or rollback command was issued. The syntax is rollback. The save point command. A save point is a point in a transaction when you can roll the transactions back to a certain point without rolling back the entire transaction. So save point name. This command serves only in the creation of a save point among transaction statements. The rollback command is used to undo a group of transactions. Roll back to save point name. The release save point command is used to remove a save point that you have created. Release save point name. Once a save point has been released, you can no longer use the rollback command to undo transactions performed since the save point. Transaction control language. Create table student. Right, so I'm going to create a table student where ID is of integer data type, name is varchar of 30 and city is varchar of 20. Right, now start transaction. I'm inserting the value. Okay, I'm displaying the table now. Okay, now save point, yes. Now what will happen is you are saved 101 102 will be saved. Now you are inserting some other value, you are once again displaying. So I have 101 102 103 104. Now I roll back to save pointers. So what will happen is till the previous save point, after 101 102 whatever you have saved, that will be removed. Okay, you have done rollback. Right, data control language. Command grant permissions on objects to account. So grant insert on employee to public. Right, so grant select update on employee to username. Then command revoke permissions on object from account. So revoke select on student from username. So you have grant and revoke. Thank you, students.